Good afternoon, all students. Stay home, stay safe. Today we discuss next point: colligative properties of non-electrolyte solution. The physical property of solution that depends on the number of solid particles in solution and not on their nature are called colligative property. What is the meaning of colligative property? A property which is depends on number of solid particles, does not depends on their nature. I told you simple definition. A type of property which is depends on number of solid particles does not depends on their nature is called as colligative properties. There are four important colligative properties: vapor pressure lowering, first; second, boiling point elevation; third, freezing point depression; and fourth, osmotic pressure. So one by one we discuss four colligative properties. First, vapor pressure lowering. When a liquid in closed container in equilibrium with its vapors, the pressure exerted by vapor on liquid is vapor pressure. For example, when we take a pot, okay, and we fill pot with water, yes, close pot, and when we fill liquid in pot, and when we heated this liquid, after some time vapors generated, and these vapors create a pressure on the lid of that pot. This is called as the vapor pressure. Okay, after some time this vapor pressure is lower. Okay, so this is the vapor pressure lowering. First point here, experiment have shown that when a non-volatile, non-ionizable solid is dissolved in liquid solvent, the vapor pressure of solution is lower than that of pure solvent. In other words, vapor pressure of solvent is lower by dissolving non-volatile solute into it. When the solute is non-volatile, it does not contribute to vapor pressure above the solution. Therefore, the vapor pressure of solution is equal to the vapor pressure of solvent above the solution. That means vapor pressure of solute is equal to the vapor pressure of solvent. So vapor pressure of solute increases with increase in vapor pressure of solvent. This is the concept of vapor pressure. Second, if P10 is the vapor pressure of pure solvent, we discuss in Raoult's law. P10 is the vapor pressure of pure solvent and P1 is the vapor pressure of solvent above the solution. Then P1, okay, P1 is less than P10, the vapor pressure lowering delta P is equal to P10 minus P1. So next point is that here, third point is that why the vapor pressure of solution containing non-volatile solute is lower than that of pure solvent. Vapor pressure of liquid depends on easy with which the molecule escape from the surface of liquid when non-volatile solute is dissolved in solvent. Some of the surface molecule solvents are replaced by non-volatile solid molecules. Here, volatile solute and non-volatile solutes are given, and we discuss here vapor pressure of volatile solute, non-volatile solute, okay, vapor pressure of pure solvent. Yes, so here the number of solvent molecules available for vaporization per unit surface area of solution is less than the number of surface of pure solvent. As a result, solvent molecules at the surface of solution vaporize at lower rate than pure solvent. This result in lowering of vapor pressure. This resulting lowering of vapor pressure. So we discuss here Raoult's law for solution of non-volatile solute. We can saw in section 2.5.1 that Raoult's law express the quantitative relationship between vapor pressure of solution and vapor pressure of solvent. Right? In solution of non-volatile solute, the law is applicable only to the volatile solute. The law state that here important point here. Law state that here important point. What is important point here? Law state that which law state that here the law applicable only to the volatile solvent over the solution is equal to the vapor pressure of pure solvent multiplied by its moles fraction in the solution. So underline here, you can highlight this point. Law. Solution of non-volatile solute. The law is applicable only to the volatile solute. The law states that here statement is given: the vapor pressure of solvent over the solution is equal to the vapor pressure of pure solvent over the solution is equal to the vapor pressure of pure solvent multiplied by its mole fraction in the solution. Thus P1 is equal to P10 into X1. So here graph is plotted. Mole fraction of solvent and vapor pressure of solvent. Okay, the mole fraction of solvent directly proportional to the vapor pressure of solvent. Here for binary solution containing one solute, X1 is equal to 1 minus X2. Therefore follow that P1 is equal to P10 in bracket 1 minus X2. Okay, is equal to P10 minus P10 into X2, or P10 minus P1 is equal to P10 into X2. So therefore P10 minus P1 as delta P. We can replace P10 minus P1 is delta P. Therefore lowering of vapor pressure, delta P means the lowering of vapor pressure. So lowering of vapor pressure is equal to P10 into X2. So the equation 2.6 show that delta P depends on X2, that is number of solid particles. Delta P is lowering of vapor pressure. Delta P is the lowering of vapor pressure. Okay, we can stop here. Thank you.